clinging to the tiny farms on the fresh, wet hillsides over the Atlantic. There was then, and there is now too, an independence about them, and yet an interdependence also. Out there on the edge, no man, no farm could be an island. The villages and the townlands were communes, where the labour was shared, but not the land. In the right seasons, they came together and sweated together over one man's turf till it was cut, then moved to another's. In the evenings, the women sewed and knitted and spun and moved from house to house, too, working together in the evenings, in part for company, in part for their commune as well. Theirs was the weaving and the quilting, communal efforts round the turf fire. And when the day came when the quilt was finished, or the hay was in, or the last of the turf cut, the women would, and some still do, gather in the one house, knitting, as women do, waiting for their men. And this would be a different night, a big night, in a house with a fine big kitchen. And then the men would come, and with them the musicians and the lilters, the storytellers and the dancers. Yes, nights for old men to sing, nights for young men to dance, nights for old ladies to smile or to weep quietly at others' joy, the way old ladies do. Nights for young girls to smile or weep quietly at their own joy, the way young women do. Nights for John Doherty to remember.
And to the night as we can, he said, because not every night we'll be together anyhow. So, here. I think I'll give you some more love, Mary. The first place I met young Murlough Mary was at the market home, Sweetsterban. Her smiling countenance was so engaging, the heart of young men she did trap on. Her killing glances bereft my senses of peace and comfort both night and day. And in my silent slumber I start with wonder, oh, Murlough Mary, will you come away? There was the wee red-haired man told this man to never let any person lay hands on that.
The little red-headed man and the fiddler who'd only one tune. The crock of gold, the gift of music thrown away by the man who wouldn't heed the gypsy's warning. Echoes of 1,000 stories, 1,000 childhoods.
So there was a fella in the crowd that stepped up to the fiddler. Yeah, well, he says to the fiddler, now, if you're tired, I'll play a few tunes for you. So, well, good man, said the fiddler, go ahead. He reached him, the fiddler, forgetting all the warning that he got to not give the fiddle to anybody. And the fella began to play on the fiddle, and he played, because he rasped away, you know. And when the wee man began to play the fiddle again for the dance, he only had the one tune over again. He had no more. Now, I think I might do myself a wee bit of a step myself as well as I can, you know. Yeah. But, do you know whether I can or not? Because I'll be getting a wee bit, you know. Now I travel for just the sake of my own entertainment. In fact, I'm entertaining myself when I go to these places and meet all these people. That's what I'm doing. And it's for the sake of that and that only that I go to these places. In fact, I'm not after a way of living, because I have a way of living as I am. I'm an old age pensioner. And of course, that's nearly about all I want. I'm not too just anxious for the riches of the world. The only thing I care about that. I'm just leaving that where it is. I'm leaving that where it is.